everybody. Hello. What's up? Can't hear you. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you.
I wasn't talking.
Okay. I don't know you. You could like. No, you don't even know if we can hear you or not sometimes. So
You can hear me.
yeah, we can hear you. You're good.
Okay. We are absolutely positively 150% on. Hi, people. How are you?
We are doing fantastical. We are good.
You're doing good. Both of you are looking as beautiful as normal. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the one time you're not here.
I know.
And
I was told you were going to be here. I came, bells on and everything.
I was going to be there, but then someone said they're out of commission. I was like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She got a mouth, man.
Jay said I have a mouth.
Huh?
Jay said I have a mouth.
Damn. Why did I think of that shit? Anyway, what did you guys do this weekend?
So how was you?
I think Facebook has me on some type of crazy restriction where I can't like go public with this post.
I'm on you. I can see it.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
But I can't like share it, and people can't like get on and do all the stuff that I normally do.
What do you mean?
I think only my friends. I think only my friends can see it. What kind of suck shit through a tube right now? So pissed.
A little bit.
They also reposted,
but
then their friends can see.
Yeah, I just reposted it.
Okay, so maybe that'll. But the people who are like on discreet can't like see it.
Let me see.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, edit post, and then when I press friends, only my friends can see it. Oh, that sucks shit through a tube.
Yo, so just hit edit and hit everybody.
It won't let me. Yeah.
So what are you doing differently now?
I don't
than
know.
you did before?
I don't know, but it's okay. We're still on. Everybody's here.
But what about the chat?
I put it in the chats.
No, I mean people chatting.
Oh, and that's another reason why we can't see the chats. I think you know what I did probably as you guys are on listening to all of our woes. I think one day what I did was I probably did something that I wasn't supposed to do. So
naturally.
They're like restricting us.
Okay, so
but we're good. We're on.
What if I stream this to my audience?
Stream it to your audience. Yes.
It says stream this to your audience. So let's see if I can.
So you streaming it to your audience, we won't be able to see their particular comments, but that's okay. They can hear us, and we are all in, and we are doing what we do.
Only the YouTube.
We're trying. Yeah.
It never works for me.
So make sure that everybody knows to go on YouTube.
I'm going to share the YouTube link. That's so smart.
Oh my gosh, is this why you keep me around?
That and well, never mind. Hi. Again. Oh, wait. Here we go. All right. Uh-oh.
We're still good?
Everything is good. Everything is going crazy today.
All right. No, that was me to try to stream this to your audience.
That's okay. They'll see it. But listen, so today we want to talk about being LS in a vanilla world.
How do we know how many people are on?
I can see.
Oh, you can? You can? So we do have people actually.
There are people
right?
on.
All right. Because I can't see that now.
We can. So I'm going to need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to kind of back up a little bit so I can see the both of you clearly. There you go. Well, I didn't mean that, but that works too. Now I can see the both of you very clearly.
Oh, okay. Blaine just got it, so he can see it too. So we're good. He's
Okay,
on
good.
his laptop trying to figure
And
it out.
people are coming on.
All right, then it's working.
All right, then we're good. Okay, so what'd you do this
Anyway.
weekend?
Oh, what did I do this week?
Oh yeah, happy Father's Day to all the DILFs that are out there.
DILFs. I love
guys
that term.
DILF?
Yeah.
Yes. I think it's great. I don't know who came up with it, but it's beautiful. I am a DILF. Right? Am I a DILF?
Yes.
I just wanted to hear you both say it at the same time. That's all.
I'm just fishing.
It's okay. We'll stroke your ego for a little bit.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah, that's what he wants stroked.
So I had a weird Father's Day and a whole weird weekend. You guys know I'm normally like out every weekend, but for like the last 2 or 3 weeks, for various reasons, we haven't been out. I think last week we went to Stables. Was that last week?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, Friday we didn't do anything. I should have ended up just coming to your meet and greet.
That I didn't have a meet and greet.
Excuse me?
This Friday that just passed
Yeah.
wasn't my meet and greet.
Oh, you were there.
I was at a meet and greet, yes.
At Adelphia's.
At Adelphia's. Yes.
Right, you told me about it. I should have just showed up and did that.
It was
Saturday.
fun. It was a lot of fun. The DJ was actually really good because it's usually hit or miss with that DJ. But it's really good.
And then what did I do Saturday? Saturday was just laid in the bed, did nothing. Sunday, went to church, then ended up barbecuing. Because that's what dads do. And that was it. But I have to say something about Father's Day that bothers me.
Okay.
So, Mother's Day is a huge day in church.
Okay.
So all the mothers, they have on their hats, they have on their dope outfits, they set up a whole photo shoot for them in our church basement with a professional photographer and backgrounds and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it wasn't like that. For our day at all.
Would you really want that?
Like you could have picked a pew and still had enough room to put your Bible, your lunch, your cell phone, your laptop, take a nap. And then
maybe everybody took their dads out to brunch.
No.
Dads like food.
We don't get the same recognition, and most of us are really, really good dads. And let me tell you what the sermon is like on Mother's Day. The sermon on Mother's Day is like, oh my God, women are great, women are powerful, women are strong, we love our women. They do so much for their children. The sermon is like on Father's Day. Fathers, they need to step up to the plate. Fathers need to do. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, and by the way, we're going to send you to the back of the church because we want all the fathers to take a picture with the fucking iPhone. You got a whole fucking photo shoot. We got an iPhone. Okay, I'm done with my
rant. That's not really very comparable.
I'm done with my rant. You guys are just sitting there smiling, letting me be neurotic.
You're allowed to rant. That's unfair.
Okay. Jess, this is where I need your special education skills to combat my ADHD.
That is a valid rant, and I can understand your pain, and I'm sorry that was your situation on Father's Day.
I feel so validated right now.
I will take lots of pictures of you next time I see you.
Yes, just make sure you dress really nice, and we'll have you posing
Yeah.
So I can't wear this shirt. So you guys probably think I'm trying to be sexy with my button down, but I can't. It's too tight. So anyway, I can't wear the shirt when we take pictures. I'm on a rant. Y'all need to stop me.
Wear a different shirt when I come to take your pictures.
You guys need to stop me and just start with the show so we can get on because.
So tonight's topic. When she's done choking on her rum. Tonight's topic.
Because we all know I don't choke on anything else.
Are you okay?
Yes, she's fine. Yep. She's good. Still good.
I'm good. is
Living in a vanilla world as a swinger. Woohoo.
there you go. Good job. You got that out.
I did.
Without dying this time.
There you go.
All right. I'm good. So, my funny story is I went like a little while ago, a few
Yeah.
months ago, with my friend Heidi. We went to a bar in Newark for a 80s like dance, whatever. And it was, first of all, it was weird because before the 80s thing, there was like a vampire ball. And apparently this was like a really gothic club in the middle of Newark.
Which is weird in of itself. I don't
Yes.
connect goth and Newark.
Correct. So there's a lot of weirdness, but then so we went in and like it was a nice double bar, nice setup. And then there was a downstairs.
Mhm.
In my head, I go, "Oh, is that where we go play?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck, wait, we're not there. Sorry." like in my head, I'm like, "Oh, let's go downstairs and play." And I'm like,
Speaking
"Oh
of
wait,
living in a
this isn't
vanilla
that kind
world,
of
go
club."
ahead.
Yeah.
Huh?
Speaking of living in a vanilla world,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I was like, "Oh, is that where we go to play?" And I'm like, "Wait, no, hold on. This is not that kind of club. This is a normal club." But then also I like take notice of like everybody now, male, female. Like before, like, yeah, I would like nonchalantly be like, "Oh, that girl has a nice ass," but I'm not gonna like kind of stare at it. Now I'm just like and just bore holes into somebody's ass.
Yeah.
I-
I always did that though.
I mean, I was a little bit more reserved, I guess.
okay.
And then when I kind of like went into
Hi,
the
Wes.
whole thing, what's up, Piccolo?
So wait, what kind of? So you said this was a golf thing?
It was
So,
like a goth. It was like a gothy type of vibe. Yeah,
like I know you're like into metal and
TXT.
shit, but are you into golf too?
I was
Okay,
my younger years.
I'm
But
not
yeah,
surprised.
metalhead.
There you go. There you go. So
Yeah.
so now also I'm gonna interrupt you and say I am offended again.
Why? About what?
Because-
You get offended so fast.
No, you know why? Because yet again, you went to another event. I'm like, hey, what are you guys doing? You're like, I'm on my way to a party. Talk to you later. Bye. Not I'm on my way to a party with Jess. You want to come? This is some bullshit. I'm being outcasted.
No, you're not. We went to
Oh, on
a
Saturday?
friend's barbecue.
It was like
There was only like
there were only 5 of us.
Yeah, there was only
I
5
think
of us.
That is including the 2 of us.
so it wasn't something.
It wasn't like a party. It was like
I appreciate the both of you trying to make me feel better for not inviting me. It's okay.
What were you doing on Saturday again?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, but you texted me as I was driving
oh yeah,
out to the barbecue.
we were in the car together.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? So I was a last minute thought.
Ooh. Snap.
I think that's
No.
called
See what had happened
Oh, I was a
was.
booty call. Was I a booty call? Were you trying to booty call me?
Did you have a problem with being a booty call? Let's
I don't
just
know.
establish that.
I thought I would be a little bit more than just a booty call.
You are more than a booty call. You're a
I'm like
head
the whole
culture.
call, not just the booty.
But we all have to admit we all love your booty. So, it's quite sexy.
It actually looks really nice right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of wearing.
She put on a cute thing.
I have a cute little outfit on.
Your booty has been bootying a lot lately. I noticed that.
Yeah,
Okay, Max said he told me not to feel
I
bad.
see.
That's it.
So I went on to your thing, and now I can see everybody else's comments. So
Yeah, I was gonna say because you weren't getting all the comments on.
I just have the YouTube comments,
Okay.
which is okay.
Okay, so let's get into it. So living in a vanilla world, being LS in a vanilla world, hey Limbs, it can be very, very trying. It can be very taxing because I think we talked about this one day. We talked about how we have to censor ourselves.
Mhm.
And sometimes it's extremely difficult to censor ourselves because you're at a party And somebody will say something like, "Hey, like you said, there's a basement. Do you guys want to go downstairs in the basement?" And they mean, no, there's just another party happening in the basement. We're like, there are playrooms. Oh my
Ooh.
God. Go find the condoms. Go take a pill. Where's the lube? Anything. But they mean something totally different. Or
Mhm.
I got one better for you. When sometimes you're sitting in a restaurant, like if I'm sitting in a restaurant with you guys, I'll just be like, "Hey, Jess, I can't wait to get home because I want some head," and you'll go with it, and you won't think anything of it. You'll laugh. Your
Right.
husband will be sitting right next to me and be like, "Can I watch?" And it will like, or "Can I join?" That's just how we think. That's just how we do.
Right.
It's
'Cause
hard
nobody
not
cares.
censoring yourself. It's hard not
Well,
censoring yourself.
not
Let
even
me finish.
that.
Go ahead.
Not even that, but like when we go out, so we're here with our two husbands at the moment. But when we go out, the four of us, because we go out a lot, and we sit, it doesn't matter how we sit
No.
because the four of us are like pretty much interchangeable at this point, and it doesn't make a
Right.
difference. So it like he came home from work, he kissed her, he walked over, gave me a kiss,
Mhm.
and then
And we were fucking with him while he didn't give Jay a kiss.
yeah, like it was like a joke. But it was like, you know, like when we go to a restaurant and they walk in, I want to be able to kiss her, kiss him. You know what I mean? Like, but we have to like almost stop, remember, like, oh, there's like a lot of people around, and that's not like okay, you know, like
we went.
it's almost like having to censor yourself.
I need to put a pause on you for a second. I don't know if it's my signal or your signal. Your internet seems to be choppy.
It's completely like good here.
Well, I am in Florida. Hold on. Let me see something. Hope I don't knock myself off.
Who's choppy, guys? Is it us or is it John?
Okay, keep talking and we're gonna figure it out. Go ahead.
Okay. You're choppy to me.
I'm the one that's
You,
choppy.
you just got choppy for me. But anyway,
Oh.
so what was I gonna say? Oh, we went to a paranormal circus together.
The four of us.
The four of us. And we literally like just flipped. Like she was with Blaine and I was with Jay. Like it was Blaine, Jess, Jay, me. So it's like we walked in with me and Blaine, Jess and Jay, but we didn't stay that way. But I don't think anybody really noticed, nor did we really care too much.
You
And I
know,
think, like I said, it to me, it's more that when I want to just kiss whoever I want to
anybody.
kiss,
Yeah.
it's
can't.
harder when you're in a vanilla setting.
when I used to walk around with my partner, with our girlfriend or whatever, or who can't call her a girlfriend, but we had unicorns, girl. I don't
Right.
know.
Mhm.
And that would kind of always be a weird thing because we would be like in Walmart and
Mhm.
my partner would like, first of all, I would purposely have them both walk in front of me because they were sexy as hell, right? But then something will happen, and just because I'm a handsy person, as everyone knows that I'm just handsy, I would like touch both of their butts and we'd be walking, and then I'd have to remember, oh shit, I'm in a Walmart. I can't necessarily do that because I'm
Right.
trying to be respectful of the environment around me. One side of me wants to say, fuck you, I don't care. These are my girlfriends. Or like I will kiss one girl and then, like you said, kiss the other girl at the same time, and then they would kiss each other just because that's what we do. And it'd be like, oh my God, what are you doing? You can't do that in public. It's awkward. But I don't think I was doing anything wrong. I don't think I was doing anything wrong.
Right.
What happened?
Hold on. We're
It's nothing.
just moving things so we can see both conversations.
Yeah, we're trying to see both conversations, but I had to.
We are both sets of comments.
Yeah.
It's funny when you're having a conversation and the vanilla eavesdroppers on your conversations. Yes, because when people are like, wait, what?
Yeah. What did you just say? Like nothing.
But I don't really care when people hear what we say. So.
And by the way, I have to say that you guys are living the dream. You know that? Because it's like couples who found each other who actually like each other. It's like
it takes a really long time.
Say that again.
It took a really, really, really long time.
We've known each other for almost a year.
But were you guys intentional about making it happen, or did it just
No,
kind of happen?
No.
I met Jesse on a dating site.
Uh-oh. What'd you say?
I met Jesse on a dating site.
Okay. So well then you were intentional about meeting Jesse, but you weren't intentional about making the
No.
swap.
Jay wasn't in the factor at all, and neither, well, Blaine kind of, sort of, but not really.
But we really didn't start out that way. And we
Mhm.
really just started out just like hanging out. And we made it a point to just be friends and do things like actually to do vanilla things aside from playing together.
Mhm.
And because we, I think, did both, it made our connection better. And we do both. I
Yeah.
mean,
Actually, when we went to TPA, we didn't play.
that whole weekend,
We didn't play
actually.
that whole
So
weekend.
we came home and I don't know, what was it, like a couple days later?
Yeah, a couple days later we played.
Because we also lived near each other.
Yeah, because
So it was like-
yeah, like we only live like 25 minutes from each other. So it's
So
like,
it was like 2 days
do we
later.
have to play when we all go out now? Because we can
Like, I
play
don't
whenever we want.
feel like the urgency, like,
Yeah,
oh my God, well, we have to because we're together. And it's like,
like no,
like
we're good.
we were tired or we had a headache or this happened or that happened or whatever. We just had fun hanging out with each other, and that's enough sometimes.
So, that's the fear of a lot of non-poly people with regards to bringing someone else in. It's impossible to hang around someone whom you like, whom you're having sex with, without developing a certain bond. You just can't do it. If I hang around, and I'm just throwing it out there, I'm not promise I'm not trying to be funny. If I hang around Jesse long enough and we actually like each other, eventually there's going to be an emotional connection, even if neither one of us are like, yeah, we really don't want this, but it kind of just naturally happens. So that's why a lot of non-poly people are like, yeah, you can't hang around her, or you can't hang around him, because if you hang around her or him too long, you guys are going to get connected, you're going to fall in love, or whatever the case may be, and they just don't like it to happen.
Because I don't have my glasses on, I can't see.
You can take my phone. You just read whatever you want to read.
And especially
Okay, I
with
still
somebody
can't
like
read. You should read them. I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry.
especially with someone like me, I kind of immaturely sometimes get attached really, really quickly.
hmm
That's
You
just
get
because-
NRE.
What happened?
It's NRE.
It's called NRE.
NRE.
New relationship energy. That's what that stands for.
Yeah, but I do it with everything. Like I do it with my friends. I do it with girlfriend. I get attached really quickly, but I stay there. That's the thing. It's not a honeymoon thing for me.
It
It's like
doesn't
once I'm
know.
attached to you, I'm there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
sometimes that can be very scary for your partner.
Oh, well, depends what kind of partner you
Yeah.
have.
It could be scary for a non-poly partner.
There you go.
Yes.
So now let me ask you this question. Would you guys go on vacation? This is turning into an interview. Would you guys go on vacation? What happened? What happened?
We're going on
We are going on vacation.
Wow, that was a lot. Okay.
You should have seen Blaine.
Yeah, Blaine's face. I'm like, what?
He just turned and walked out of the room.
Okay. Are you
And
guys
Jay's
are
rolling
you
his
taking the
eyes.
gentleman?
Okay, no. So listen, like, we both hit a mile marker point. like,
Don't say what they
within,
are.
no, we're not gonna say what it is, but at like
Like,
pretty much
we
the same time. So
Birthdays. We have mile marker birthdays.
So we want to go on a vacation for our mile marker birthdays. So we
Okay.
split it, like, because she's like, I'll hit my mile marker a few months before she hits her mile marker. So we are going to do it within that time frame. And
Okay.
we want to go to an all-inclusive place, adults only. So
Yes.
if we do want to, not give a shit about who we're kissing, we're going to do it.
Yeah, I only do
Hi, Jay.
all adult places.
Other Jay. Jay on.
What?
Not you, baby. I'm lying, Jerry. A different Jerry. Oh, that's funny.
You guys are hilarious. The way you guys feed off each other is crazy. All right.
It's funny.
So can I make some suggestions as to where you should go?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
those
but
are- here
listen,
we
we
go.
want to go to somewhere where we don't need a passport,
But we do
Ooh.
need a plane.
but we do need a plane.
Okay, so there are actually no all-inclusive resorts in the States.
Bullshit.
We found some.
We found quite a few of them.
Where?
A shit ton in Florida.
Yeah.
Really?
And some in Texas.
Okay, wait, we're off topic
Wait,
again.
focus.
Refocus. We'll talk about this after.
Although
you can
this,
tell
in theory, could work. 'cause
it could. Okay, yeah.
us
So
playing
going
in
on
a-
vacation as
going on-
swingers at a vanilla resort.
Yeah, look at that. And how are we going to just do this? Yeah.
We're just gonna do it and not care.
Yeah.
But that's how we're gonna do it.
But I want to know
Yeah.
what these all-inclusive places are in the States, because I was
In the
told that there were
Keys.
none.
Yeah,
In the Keys.
Oh. Sounds expensive.
I mean, it's just as expensive as if you were to go out of the country.
Mhm.
This is so okay. So in about 2 weeks, going to Jamaica.
No, I'm not going to Jamaica.
What's wrong with Jamaica? Okay, so 2 people, all-inclusive, 4-star resort.
Okay.
$1,300 with the plane tickets. What is this whispering? No, there's no whispering. There's no whispering.
It wasn't us that didn't want to go to Jamaica.
It was somebody
It
who
was
was concerned
somebody
about our.
Else that was concerned about our safety. But
I was clarifying that he said we could go there. We just had to stay on property.
You're concerned about your safety in Jamaica?
No, somebody else.
somebody else was concerned about our safety in Jamaica.
Are you? Okay. You'll be fine. Well, first of all, you're going to be fine because I'm going to be there. Because I'm going with you guys.
Oh,
so
you're
you're coming
coming with
okay.
us.
This is why I'm trying to figure out how much it's going to cost me. I need to be there for your personal security. I will never touch you. I promise you. I will only be there for your security.
Sure. Okay.
No, it's not going to happen.
Yep.
Sure. You could come.
You could come. We don't care.
And wow, I just got a little tingly.
As long as you bring your girl with you.
Okay, so I would say don't go to Hito.
I don't want to go.
We don't want to go to Hito.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna. It's probably not good that I'm saying that, but
So
I think-
I'm not like an exhibitionist.
okay.
So like even at the hotel takeover, I'm probably not going to be walking around naked.
Why? But you're sexy. I've seen you naked.
Yeah. My Jay's over here going. I know.
Say that again.
My Jay's over here going.
Oh wait, your guy is there.
Both of
Both of them
ours.
are here.
Bring them on camera. You gotta bring them on camera.
Come here, you.
Hey, you.
They came on camera last week.
Yeah,
All right,
come
hold
on.
on. Gotta shift
Not what I plan on
everything.
coming on, thank you.
Jason
It's
is
okay,
not.
but listen, we need to have the whole family there. The whole clan
Okay.
needs to be there.
It's the whole family right here. Okay.
Think I
So
would've
this,
been
guys, I
right.
know what I said the topic was, but this has turned into an interview because now I have the gentleman there. And what you're seeing is actually what they were talking about. It's like everybody's sitting with everybody else. Like,
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
This is like so cool. I didn't think I was gonna be able. Let me put my shirt up because you guys are like looking so good. I feel like I don't look as good as you
I'm in a
guys.
t-shirt and sweatshorts.
I'm in a
Yeah.
t-shirt.
They're both in t-shirts. They're good.
And yet they still look better than me. See how this is not okay. All right, so guys, I asked them how they felt about the dynamic. How do you guys feel about the dynamic? Outside of the sex part.
It's fun.
Yeah,
It's awesome.
I think it's ideal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think it's ideal because you're able to do things both vanilla and in the lifestyle. So there's an extra level of comfort no matter what you're doing.
Like they're going out to a movie, and then we're gonna go out to a movie.
Oh, how nice. You
Like I
guys are
texted
truly
him and I
living
was like, "Oh my gosh, guess the movie's coming out June 27th. When are we going on our date?"
We don't want to see that
You
shit.
don't want to see that.
We're going to see a different movie that night.
You guys should have a fucking reality show, or at least write a book on how to make this happen. I'm telling you, there are so
You
many
can't
people-
force it. That's
You
this,
can't
this,
write a book
this
on this shit.
you can't. It literally just happened.
So the key
Although
is
we
to
did
stop
trauma
living
bond.
for
We did trauma bond. We trauma bonded. So we have
That's a
different-
topic for a whole nother
Yes.
show.
So even the level of the comfortability that I'm seeing you guys, it's like everyone, sometimes when I watch couples and they're doing like the swap thing, it's like, guy has his arm around the girl, but she's not fully comfortable. Like Renee, you're leaning into him. Jess, you're kind of leaning into him. You're leaning into one another. It's just so genuine. And the reason why this is kind of like blowing my mind right now is because I promise you, as much as we all talk about it and as much as we all say we do it, it's very rare that you actually find it and it works for more than a month.
Man.
Like once that honeymoon period is over, and now we have to actually start talking to one another, and we have to start dealing with one another, and we may disagree on things, and this guy is jealous because she likes him more, or vice versa.
There's
This
no
is great.
jealousy here.
There's no jealousy there.
Nope.
I don't really get jealous.
Dang, you gonna throw Blaine under the table like that? Blaine, I wouldn't take that. He's like, he's no competition for me.
No, not like that. Not like
No.
she's not my property. I don't own her.
Mm-hmm.
So, my job as her primary partner is to make sure she's happy, she's fulfilled, she's satisfied. So if she can have those things with other people, that energy that she's getting does fall back onto me as well. So it's a win-win no matter what.
100%.
So there's a level. So there's. Were you talking, Blaine? I'm sorry, because the phone is cutting out.
He said 100%.
So there's an extraordinarily large level of compersion there on both sides. Then you're happy seeing the other person happy, irregardless if you're the one making them happy or not. You're just happy seeing them happy.
Correct.
Like,
Okay.
so obviously I'm out of commission for right this moment. We went out and
We, as in she and I,
like
the two girls.
us two went out because he had to work and he had his kids. So we went out to our mutual friend's house. I obviously, but I enjoyed watching her.
Okay. Okay. So now, guys, do you guys ever hang out without the girls, or would you, if the
We would.
opportunity came up?
I think we would. We haven't, but we would. I don't see why not.
This is great. So now, with regards to this, might be touchy. I know you said you don't feel jealousy, but has either one of you ever watched the other partner? And you're like, maybe that's too much. Maybe I need to back off a little bit. Maybe they need to back off a little bit. I need to take a break. I don't hate this person. They're not doing anything wrong, but I don't like the way this feels.
In another scenario, yes, but not
Not this
in
one.
this one.
And I agree. In another scenario, absolutely.
Does
But
that
I've
make sense?
never
And then-
experienced it with us.
So
Yeah.
what's the difference? What makes it not happen? Is it just the level of trust?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because we build such a good friendship, not non-sexual friendship, that it kind of just is what it is.
So really what it sounds like here is that you guys are kind of living a vanilla life in the LS world. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. When we develop LS relationships, as much as we say they're not, they tend to be centered around sex and sexual activity and things of that nature. And again, I'll say the reason why you guys are making it work so much is because your relationship isn't centered around sex. Not to say that you guys don't have fun together, but you guys genuinely love each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we like going out and doing things. Other than we like going out and doing things other than just fucking.
Wow, if there's a world where you can do other things than fucking, I want to be in that world one day.
Okay.
Well, people are available, damn it.
Stop jumping down to Florida
Yeah, stop.
on a
You,
wing.
you could have been right here. We could have laid you right across our lap. You could have just, oh.
Yeah, but I can't be in the room and not want to fuck you two, so you guys don't count. I gotta go find it someplace else because I'm gonna just totally be thinking about sex while I'm in the room with you guys. And you know what is really funny, and this goes back to us being vanilla and the LS. I mean, being LS in a vanilla world. For everybody listening, you guys see how I just said that, and the two gentlemen didn't even flinch. They kind of smiled at it. And that's takes us back to the topic. That's what makes it different for us. I can make that joke, and you guys are like, whatever. If it might even happen, we'll watch. Great, we'll join. Great.
Uh-huh.
And I
Film for you. Yeah, Jay's good at filming. Jay's really good at
Yeah,
camera work.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
and you know what? We even had an awkward moment that we talked about 2 weeks ago, Renee, when we were at the was it a meet and greet? Where you saw your
the
vanilla
bowling
friend?
alley. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am who I am, and I'm always silly, and I'm always goofy, and I'm always inappropriate on purpose. So she saw, for those of you who don't know the story, she saw a bunch of her cheerleader mom friends,
Coaches.
coaches, and they asked me. They kind of started talking to me about the LS stuff. So I immediately grabbed Renee, and she's like, "Oh my God, I know them." And I was like, "Oh wait, are you willing to talk?" And she just came over there as I'm trying to like talk to all these soccer moms or cheerleader moms.
Cheer moms.
And I was laughing because they were like, "We have a book club and we are talking about," what was it, like masturbating or something they said?
Yeah, they were reading that book where she gets fucked with a knife. Oh, that's a good book. What is it?
Haunting Adeline.
There you go, Haunting Adeline.
And
They read Haunting Adeline.
my response was, "We can make this happen in real life." At that point, the table kind of cleared. They were like, "Okay, we got to go home now." I'm like, "Come on, people. Don't talk to me about this kind of stuff, and then you don't really want to do it because I'm."
I mean, they did ask that question. That was totally them. Yeah, but that's the problem, is that I feel like a lot of people who are just in the vanilla world, they just like to think about these things in theory, but that the reality of it is, oh, but I would never do it in reality. They just want to think about it in theory.
So are we like their live porn world?
Yeah. We just like,
We live their fantasy, yeah.
because let be real, we read those kind of books too, and we're like, oh shit, that's a good idea, and we go and do it.
Try
But then they're like, oh, I'm gonna dream about this and use my rose on myself later. No, we're like, hey, can we like this? Hey, listen, I want to try this. Yeah. And he's like, all right, well, next time we're all together.
Well,
That's the difference.
so let me go back a little bit, and I'm being ADHD, but you guys are used to it by now. So I also, when they brought up that book, I also said I'm getting desensitized to certain things in the LS world, because I've just about lived out every fantasy that I can possibly think that I want to live out over this past 20 years and going hard with it over the past 4 years. So I'm actually thinking about getting out of the LS world to an extent. And because there's nothing there for me anymore. But maybe if I found something like what you guys have, I'd be like, okay, now it's on a deeper level. Now I can do this. Now I can be in it because I found another.
Would you consider yourself to be poly?
There's the question.
Because there's a difference
It
between.
looks like you froze.
Oh no, I think you're
There's
still
a-
there.
Can you hear
No.
me?
You're not. Oh, there you go.
There you go. We're back. All right, go, Jay.
I said,
Okay, yeah.
would you consider yourself to be poly?
I am very poly-minded.
Okay, so then there's plenty for you to explore.
Poly-minded, but they're
Well,
not. They don't.
but I mean, that's your next step of evolution.
What I can't. I'm sorry. I hate the fact that my phone is breaking up. The next
That's
step
the next step of evolution, he said. Poly.
But here's my dilemma. I can't be poly right now because my partner is not poly.
Well, you could.
But
She could
does
be
she-
mono and you could be poly.
It's not going to work because she's not poly and she does not want to see
She does
me
not-
with
Let's just
anybody
say
else.
Jonathan sometimes does not have the best.
She doesn't accept you being poly.
No.
Wait, but how do you
Choice
play?
of women sometimes.
But how does your partner? Is your partner like when he comes over? Do you guys play?
What?
You and Jonathan?
No.
No.
I
Never mind.
completely miss this.
I've never played with his partner.
Oh,
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
what about you two?
I would like to.
Why hasn't that happened?
Fuck if I know. We'll
need to
talk
look this
about
up.
that later.
There are several poly swingers.
Yeah, there's a lot
in
because
your
I know
chat,
I know
and
Jay
some said
is
they would like
definitely
to.
Jay is and his
And his
partner
partner is
is
also
on here too. And
CJ said she is also.
yep.
There are
Well,
multiple.
CJ is Max's girl. And
Yes.
then yep.
So here's the thing. I've had to arrest that side of my life because she didn't give me an ultimatum, but she told me what her preference, dynamic, whatever is. So I've had to say I have to make a choice. Either I can continue doing this and lose everything, what I would consider my everything, or I can go live in this world and kind of be out there by myself and hope I find everything again. Yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I had to make a very,
I get
very,
that.
yeah, I had to make a very, very hard decision, which it was hard for me. It might not be hard for other people. Not hard in that the decision was simple in that there's nothing that's ever going to separate me from my partner. It's not.
Right.
I can't see that ever happening. But
Right,
I'm
and that's
not
the whole point.
right.
That's the whole point. We're not going. You're not trading, right? You're still with your partner.
Just
That
borrowing
doesn't
for a little bit.
change. That doesn't change. But you can
Well,
also
my
have
partner-
another.
My partner can't take me having an emotional connection to anybody.
Yeah, she can't.
Oh,
That's
emotional.
Yeah, it's the emotional part. Like, listen, I can have sex with 20 women at a time. On my birthday, I went crazy. And she's like, yes, go for it. Do it. She's my biggest cheerleader with the pom-poms and the short dress in the corner, doing all the things.
The short dress in the corner.
Pushing the girl's head down and everything. But when it comes to emotions, that's where she puts like a hard stop. It can't happen. And as Renee alluded to, sometimes I'm not always the best at I don't know, dealing with that. But again,
What about her? How
What
does
do you
she
mean?
play? How does she play?
She just there's no
The same way?
She's fucking.
Does she play the same way that you play?
yes, she does.
Okay.
And I cheer it on. I love it. I love watching it. I love it when she's having fun. We were at Stables a couple of weeks ago and she was going in. I was like, yes, get it, girl. That's how we are.
I like when you can like walk around and be like, "Ooh, I know who that is." Like when you hear like their moans or whatever. Like we literally thought we heard our one friend. Like we were in the BDSM room and then could have sworn, put money on it that it was our friend in the next room because of their moans. Like we were able to tell.
No, I'm like that. I'm like that with my partner. So I couldn't find her. I knew she was in one of the playrooms. So I was like, everybody, stop talking for a second. And believe it or not, everybody stopped talking. And then I heard a particular moan. I was like, there she is. Okay. And everybody was cracking up. It's like, you know her moans? How
That's
could
so
you not
funny.
know your partner's moans?
How could you not?
Yeah. It's funny. It's just funny though. But
Yeah.
still, it's like what vanilla person can be like, oh, I can tell who that is by, them going, like seriously?
So here's my question for all of you. What makes someone LS rather than vanilla? Because you can be poly and not necessarily be LS.
Well, yes. The
So
difference.
what's the difference? What's the line? What makes you LS?
Because we also venture out from this group.
Well, I think lifestyle. Yeah, when you're thinking people in the lifestyle where they're just swingers, it's all like you said earlier. It's all about the sex, right? It's there is no emotional connection. Whereas with poly, that's where you get that other half of the coin.
Mm.
I think that's the huge difference between being poly and a swinger is that for swingers, it's all about the sex and the experience, which is not a bad thing. It's just a different dynamic than one who's poly, who's looking for more than just the sex and is looking for another connection and stuff like that.
I'm going to develop a podcast, and I think I'm going to call it The Four of Us. And I'm just going to produce your podcast and let you guys go for it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that would be the coolest podcast ever. And Blaine, as usual, is just sitting there not saying anything, just enjoying being
He's
in the
just-
moment.
Yep.
Absolutely. What's there not to enjoy over here?
Right?
I'm sorry.
What's there not to enjoy over here?
This is true. So listen, we have absolutely touched on absolutely nothing with regards to our topic.
I mean,
That's not
we
true. We
have-
did touch on the topic lots.
But listen,
Okay,
it's 10
not
minutes
lost.
soon, so I have to start running
so
these
let's-
commercials.
Let's reel it back then. We still
Okay.
have time.
Well, let me
What-
run this commercial really quick because I have people
Go ahead.
on. I'm just going to run a commercial. You ready? Here we go.
Go.
Okay. So that's our little commercial for our hotel takeover that's going to be happening August 22nd to the 24th. It is going to be extremely fun.
Super excited.
I'm actually trying to develop or find someone to help me develop a dungeon because we have a whole room, and that's why I said it. I know.
Hello.
This is why I said it. Yes. But we need to develop the dungeon, and the only thing that comes to my mind is like a St. Andrew's cross, and that's great. But then I'm stumped after that because I'm not
there's-
ready to get-
There's
There's
wow.
tons.
We can talk after this.
Mhm.
Yeah, but so we are going to have a dungeon, and I do need it developed.
What about Lee? What about Leezus? Isn't he gonna be there?
He's going to be there, but he's not over the dungeon. He's just doing what he normally does when he comes to place. He's going to be doing his what do you call it? Service topping and all that other stuff that he does.
That's
Yeah. But I need a dungeon, and I need a dungeon developed in such a way that people won't walk away too injured.
no one should be walking away.
No one should be walking
injured.
away injured. I mean,
There's-
she and I go into dungeons all the time. We never come out injured.
This is not true. I've seen the purple and red scars 3 days later on your ass.
Okay, okay.
That's an injury.
Bruise does not mean that's not injured.
Not injured.
It's just bruised.
That's supposed to be
That's
there.
signs of a good time.
Yeah. Listen, my ass was bruised for 2 weeks.
See,
It was great.
This is exactly why I need someone who's in the BDSM world to help me do this, because I'm like, she's injured. You're like, I'm not injured. I had a great time. This was
Yes.
beautiful.
No, it was
These are
the
my
best.
trophies.
It was like a mental
Yes.
reset. It was definitely a mental reset that definitely needed to happen.
Well,
And
we're
it was
going to have a BDSM dungeon
Okay.
room, and we're going
Bet.
to. It's going to be open kind of all day, and that's going to be something for all of you people who like that world. We're going to have 5 wonderful parties. When you arrive, we're going to have a karaoke meet and greet on Friday at 4 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we are going to have a Black Lace party, in which Sir Lisa's will be performing. That night at 12 a.m., we will have our first floor crawl. So if you don't know what a floor crawl is, for those of you who are watching,
See if I'm
that's
awake at 4 o'clock.
that's basically where you just open the floor, everyone decorates their room.
Jesse's like, at midnight, I am like, "Ah."
And then we can party all night. And then Saturday we have our first pool party. We have our first pool party.
Yes,
Saturday.
karaoke.
Pool party.
Yes, Bella, karaoke.
Yes, karaoke. Then Saturday evening, my favorite party, elegant masquerade
too.
party. So get your formal gowns together, men get your suits, get your masks. We're gonna come and we're gonna dress up and look nice. That night we're gonna have another floor crawl, and then we're gonna have a second pool party Sunday. Did I run through that very quickly? If you need more information, contact us. We still have rooms available. They are going quickly. So if you want to book a room in the main hotel, go ahead and get in contact with us. The link is going to be down there after the show. We're also going to have a couple of workshops that I now can announce. We're going to have a workshop for couples who are new to the LS world. We're going to have a workshop for single gentlemen who are new to
How
the
to
LS
act
world.
in the LS?
Hmm?
How to act in the LS? Is that
Basically, that's
how
what
to
it is.
maneuver around the LS?
Yeah.
That's,
Good idea.
that's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
It is.
But,
Because there are a
but here's
lot
the
of
thing. I don't want it to be like a bashing session.
no,
Because-
no. Because there's
Right.
a lot of people that actually come up to me and ask me, like, hey, I'm new. What should I do? Like, I don't want to be banned from these groups because I did something wrong that I wasn't intentionally trying to do or whatever.
Yeah, most guys don't know what they don't know, and they do something
Yeah.
stupid, and they don't know that they've done something stupid. They're like, "Well, I just saw you over there, and you just walked up to such and such, and you put your arm around her, and you're dancing," and they don't realize, well, we've developed that rapport. It's
Yeah.
just not like a free for
Right.
all. Or I'll walk up to somebody and touch their nipple, and everybody's
Right.
like,
Well,
"Oh,
they
that's
don't know
fine."
that
You
you've
can't do that.
known them for over a year, and
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'm thinking about having a BDSM workshop. I'm not sure though, because it's so broad.
It is.
So
That's
it
gonna,
might just
that
be
would
more
be.
consent.
I think having just a BDSM room and people who know how to use said room can do that, and whoever wants to watch can watch.
Cool. We're doing this with Lola Entertainment. Lola is one of the best promoters on the East Coast. I will say that. So it's going to be great. She's bringing all of her lovely energy and all of her lovely people. Something else that we're doing, we have hookah that we're going to be supplying. And we have 8 cabanas that you can rent while you're there. So that's going to be great. Your cabana comes with hookah. That's good. Whew, that commercial was hard. I have to figure out how to streamline that shit.
Oh damn! Make a
Anyway.
video so you can put the wrong video up again.
You know what? You're so shady. That's black girl shadiness. Where'd you get that from? That's black girl shadiness. That's that
You
Elizabeth
forget
coming
where
out of
I
you.
have
Right.
grown up, sir.
All right. Listen, I want to thank all of you for being on the show, even though it was kind of impromptu. Jess and Renee, you guys are as beautiful and as sexy and as articulate as possible. And Jay and Blaine, you guys are sexy too. So I just want to tell you that from the bottom of my heart. No, but I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you guys being there. We're going to be back next week at 9 p.m. And am I
Maybe.
coming to your house? Or are you coming to my house? What are we doing?
I don't know.
I asked you what we're doing. I said, am I coming to your house or you coming to my house? And you said, uh-huh.
She said, I don't know.
Oh, you don't know. Okay, we'll figure it out. But if I come next week, I want a sandwich for the record.
Okay.
I brought sandwiches.
Yeah, she brought sandwiches today.
See?
See?
You're in Florida.
We were all kinds of prepared.
Look, we have this. I know
We were all prepared.
Skirt. Like, come on.
We were all prepared for you.
I don't think I want you guys to be on the show anymore.
Sorry.
Nobody's gonna watch, just you.
No one's coming on and watching, just me. I'm not fooling myself. You see all that right there that she just showed with that beautiful yeah, that's why people are on the show. Okay. And before we get banned, thank you all for joining us. Oh my God, I can't believe we're ending on time. It's like a record. Next week we are going to have our sister Lola Bunny back. And
Yeah, what happened?
yeah, we're gonna have Lola Bunny back next week. Even if I
Good.
have to drag her with her pigtails onto the show.
Can I do it?
No.
Maybe
What's
if
our
we
topic
ask,
next week?
if we ask nicely, you think she'll let us do
Maybe.
it?
But she's not that into girls.
Oh, okay. But
That's
we'll
not
wear
true. I just said
pigtails
it
too, and we
because
go all like,
We'll be here.
what's our topic for next week?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What? Here, let's
Whatever
pose the
you
question.
say.
What do you guys want us to talk about next week?
What do
Leave
you
a
guys
little
want to
comment.
talk about next week?
Yes.
CJ said, keep going. No,
Well,
CJ.
Sobriety
no,
versus
all-
HUD versus drinking.
No, I meant our viewers. What do our viewers want to watch?
I have a really good topic that is going to be touchy and fun all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
And let's talk
I like
about
being touchy and fun all at the same time.
but let's talk about the differences between how different ethnic groups do the LS.
Okay.
Because there is a huge difference. White people party different than black folk.
Jay's intrigued. Jay's like, wait, what?
I'm telling you, there's a big difference. Because I get to hang out with everybody, the white people, the Hispanic people. I even have some freaking Indian friends that do this. Everyone does it different.
Really?
Everybody got their own flavor.
I'm sorry.
Everybody got their own flavor.
It's not just about the preference. I mean, it's literally about how they do things. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. That's their flavor.
well, I'll say it like this, and this is how I'm going to end the show. You ready?
Uh-huh. Okay. Are you
I
gonna drop
went
mic
to
like you always do?
I went to a couple of parties that were not African American, and I wasn't accepted. And
Well,
I
that's
later found
stupid.
out that I wasn't accepted specifically because of this. It's like, you are not welcomed here.
Well, then
Well, there's assholes all over the place. I mean, you
doesn't
just gotta
matter what
find-
color their
yeah.
skin are. You can be an
But-
asshole no matter what color you are.
But listen, at the risk of sounding like Malcolm X, I will say it's also the other way around. I know some white folk that have come to our parties and they're like, what are they kind of doing here? Go back on over there to York, Pennsylvania, where you belong. So I want to talk about this next week, and that's going to be touchy and crazy, and I can't wait for people to get offended. And then no, there's no reason why people should be offended, because you guys know that I've developed Discreet Friends to be a very interracial group, which is actually very
Obviously.
rare.
Yes.
It's very, very rare. Either you have a lot of that, but it's very rare that we all party together. All right, enough of that. Come back next week and we're going to talk about this. You guys go do whatever it is you do. I know you guys say you don't fuck when you're together, but I kind of have a feeling that something dirty is about to happen in your house. All right.
I can't.
We gotta go put our kid to bed. They're still in school.
There's adulting that needs to
We have to
happen.
go adults. Bleh.
Fuck adulting. All right, let's see if I have the right
We'll play later.
let's make a video. Let me see if I have the right outro. Everyone say bye.
Yeah,
Thank you very
lots.
much.
Bye.
Here we go.
Like, look, Priscilla. And damn, it's okay. I love you, baby.
Everyone just say goodbye. Thank you very much. Wave bye. See you next Monday at 9 o'clock.